Welcome back, Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Metal with Nick. Today we're going to explore a lot of Thin Lizzy. This is so cool. This is a new marathon requested by Nick, by another Nick, and not by me. Thank you so much, Nick, for this marathon, and we're going to cover a lot of Thin Lizzy today. So this is going to be amazing because it's a lot of different albums and basically, yeah, different times in the history of Thin Lizzy. And I'm just gonna call them Thin Lizzy. Somebody in the comment section said Tin Lizzy, but I guess that would be the way you pronounce it if you're in Ireland, since they're from Ireland. But let's just call them Thin Lizzy, since the channel comes out of the United States and blah blah blah, whatever. Okay, I don't really care, but I mean, when I started saying Tin Lizzy, people were saying like, please say Thin Lizzy. So enough of that. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs. Great. He did fit those 6 songs in the 25-minute spectrum of the marathon, so that's cool. So we're gonna do the first song is gonna be the Ballad of the Hard Man. This is from the album Fighting, 1975. Then we're gonna jump to Don't Believe a Word, the album Johnny the Fox. This is 1976, so 1 year after. Then Bad Reputation from the album Bad Reputation, 77. So we're going literally year by year. Opium Trail, same album. Black Rose. This one is I think this is a live. I hope he did request the live. This would be live at High Voltage Festival. Let me just check if there's a Black Rose, Thin Lizzy. That's from the okay, yeah. I'm sure this is what he wants. Second. Black Rose, Thin Lizzy. And this is 1979. So let's not play the live version. Where is this? Black Rose, Thin Lizzy, and then we're gonna close it with Chinatown. Okay, and this is from Chinatown 1980 and the song Chinatown. Okay, all right, give me just 1 second and I'll fix the I want to put the normal version into the queue. Okay, a little edit here. So okay, so I put it in the queue. So this is called basically Rosen Dubh Black Rose, a rock legend, and this is like the epic, like it's a 7-minute song. So but I got them all in queue. Let's take off. Are you guys ready? I can't wait. So I can now take off these glasses, but they do help because sometimes without the glasses I'm just like, I mean, I can see pretty well, but I don't trust my eyes anymore. So sad to say, but so here we go. Can't wait. And thank you so much, Nick. Also, everyone, if this is your first time to the channel, please like and subscribe. The channel is growing and we're so excited, and thank you for everything you guys do. Also the comment section, if you would like to request a marathon, I put them back up, and if you would like to request just a song, you can also do that at the same spot in the description. All right, let's get into it. I can't wait. Is everything like loud enough? And I think we are good to go. So we're gonna take a journey from literally 1975 to 1980 with Thin Lizzy. What a great way. Thank you, Nick, for making this happen. And here we go. Let's see.
It will be to see no rocker, show still a teeny bopper, gonna get a thing from him. No black bag, scratch a pussycat, gonna get a buzz on him. Well, they got a scheme to sell your dreams to silver screens and glossy magazines. And I'm a hard man. Scratching pussycat, gonna get a claws on me. Just blow me away.
Very nice. Very cool. I love that. Very, very it reminds me a lot of Priest at the time. I guess that was the sound, you know, that was the distortion everybody was using. It wasn't like as heavy as once we got to like 80, I guess, or 79, 80. But yeah, this is the official, I guess, what Hendrix was using, and almost every player's. I mean, this one, this is the original wah-wah pedal. Very old, very, very good. So if you're gonna buy, if you're a guitar player and you're starting, or even a seasoned player, but you wanna the original sound, there's no knobs on here to make it. This is just, you plug in and then you just use it as is. And this is the one that now the only thing, sometimes it can happen if you live near a lake or water, you might get some interference from radio waves. It kind of sucks. That's what happened to me back in Florida. When we lived in Florida, we were literally living in a place called Lakeland. So you can imagine there's a lot of lakes, and also Winter Haven, and I couldn't use it because I would just like, I would play and there was like the news coming out of my amp. So yeah, so this was awesome. I loved the solo. I loved the whole vibe. I can feel that this is an early like Thin Lizzy. Very cool. I love the already like the very rockish sound, and not quite metal. But I mean, I guess Thin Lizzy was never really metal. It just helped metal to be established. This is what I like so much about this journey with like Metal with Nick, that you guys send me these awesome bands so I can actually discover the roots. We don't have to like talk about metal. It can all be like precursor, you know. So this is really fun for me. I loved learning about all these classic bands that inspired all these metal bands to become what they were gonna be, to basically to play what they're gonna play in the future. So this was very nice, the Ballad of a Heart Man. Let's go with Don't Believe a Word from a year later. Here we go. Okay. A little bit of a ZZ Top vibe
here. Don't believe me if I tell you not a word of this is true. Don't believe me if I tell you, especially if I tell you I'm in love with you. Don't believe me if I tell you that I wrote this song for you. That just might be some other silly pretty girl I'm singing to. Don't believe a word, for words are so easily spoken.
Very nice harmony guitar.
And your heart is just like that promise made to be broken. Tears in your eyes. Don't believe me if I tell you not a word of this is true. Don't believe me if I tell you, especially if I tell you that I'm in love with you. Don't believe a word. No, don't believe a word. Don't believe it, don't believe it. Not a single word.
It's amazing what you can do with harmony guitars and thirds. It's so effective, and basically that's what became later known as the Maiden sound, because Iron Maiden would always do it in all their dual guitars, just like this. We could basically call it the Thin Lizzy sound, because but Maiden, since Maiden got so popular and so big, people like Marty Friedman and other guitarists have called it like the Maiden sound, playing in thirds. Very interesting. I loved how a short song like this can be so effective. It sounded more like a ballad, but with this dum 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 dum. I mean, it still had its power, but it was right to the point. 2 minutes and 19 seconds of just amazing music. So that's when you know a band has it, when you can make a great song in 2 minutes, just like the Beatles. So, okay, we're now going forward a year later to Bad Reputation, 1977, with the song Bad Reputation. Here we go.
You got a bad reputation.
Wow, man.
That's the word out on the town. It gives a certain fascination. Yourself around. Turn yourself around.
Great drumming, everything.
Turn it upside down. Turn yourself around. You have bad breaks, well that's tough love. You play too hard, too much rough stuff. You're too sly, so cold. That bad reputation has made you old.
Those fills, man.
Turn yourself around.
Love it, man. Love this track.
Turn yourself around. Turn down. Turn yourself around.
Wow, I can say this is for now my favorite track I've heard from this marathon. It sounded funky, almost a little bit jazzy there. The solo, very, very nice, like guitar playing. The drumming was so cool, like very free and loose, a lot of fills, and I love the whole feel of turn yourself around. Boom, boom, boom. Very cool. Like literally, for now, this was the one that did it for me the most. But there's more. We got 4 more to go. We got Opium Trail. We got the oh no, I'm sorry, 3 more to go. We got Opium Trail, then the Black Rose and Chinatown. And I've heard good things about Chinatown. Very good things. So let's go.
Flashing lenses, this mysterious space, the fanfare advances, the warlord falls from grace. It clears your pain, but it's got you claimed again, my love. comes from the golden states of Shan, the smuggler's trail that leads you to the opium den. The Chinese connection refines to heroin. Depart the heart you crave again. It clears all pain with your soul that's claimed again. My love, you feel the need for what's conceived. My love, no one to blame, no shame. You crave again and again. My love, no use to bleed from you and from each of my love, my love.
Wow, man. What great licks and what great, like, these musicians are just top notch. Like, the bass is always moving, the guitar is always interesting. I really like the vocalist's voice a lot. Like, this is such a phenomenal band, man. Definitely up there with like Rainbow, like in that time. I mean, and it's up there with Maiden or like Metallica. I mean, it's like they're just amazing, like fantastic. I just love this band. Like, what can I say? It's so, every song is like better than the other. Now this one, it was not as good as the one, the Bad Reputation, but it was still great. The solo at the end with the fade out, the bass. It's like, wow. I'm really, really happy. Thank you, Nick. This is very interesting. It's very satisfying. So now here comes the epic one. This is a 7-minute song, The Black Rose. And let's go. I hope you enjoy.
When the kings and queens would dance in the realm of the Black Rose, play me their melodies, I want to know, so I can teach my children. The queen of this land, and how her sons died at her own hand, and how fools obey commands. Oh, tell me the legends of long ago, where the mountains of morn come down to the sea. Will she know, come back to me? Will she know, come back to me? Oh, Shenandoah, I hear you calling.
So that I've never heard something like that before. Maybe there's a band in Spain that does this, but in this way, like from an Irish band to play Irish folk music, like, you know, Celtic tunes, that was awesome with distortion. And I think this band called Mago de Oz in Spain does it, but they overdo it. They only do that. So that's very special that they did it, because it's a story about the whole kingdom and stuff. And then they, at first I was like, are they playing like Japanese scales? Like, what is this scale? And then, oh, it hit me. It was more like an Irish thing. And then they went full blast into like, almost like the river dance, which I love. It's so cool. Wow. Well, this is really interesting. Thank you so much. Definitely going on my playlist. So let's continue.
Oh, tell me the legends of long ago, when the kings and queens would dance in the realms of the black rose, and play me their melodies so that I might know. And I could tell my children, Dubh is my one and only true love. It was a joy that Joyce brought to me, while William Butler waits. And Oscar, he's going wild. Usher Brandon, where have you been? Looking for a girl with green eyes. My dog Rosaline is my Colleen. That Georgie knows best. Van is the man. Starvation once again. Drinking whiskey in the jar.
Very cool. I love that. Very cool theme throughout the song. Really cool, longer song. Really, really appreciate this. Really cool. So now we've come to the last one, the Chinatown, which everybody wanted to listen to or react. Us to react to, Alexa and I, to Chinatown. Well, the bummer is like she's not here to react to it. So it's gonna be my honor to do that for her. And let's see if this is really the one, like the famous one that everybody wants to hear.
They're living and dying down in old Chinatown. The Chinatown, you better look around. Man, you don't stand a chance if you go down in Chinatown. Man, you don't stand a chance if you go down in Chinatown. Laughing and crying, it's a fact. not laughing, they are crying, 'cause they won't be back. Oh no, you don't come back from Chinatown. Man, you don't stand a chance if you go down in Chinatown. Man, you don't stand a chance if you go down in Chinatown. Chinatown, it's a different scene. There are people there, they are so obscene. If you see what I mean, then they've sold you the dream. Down in Chinatown, what goes up, it must come down. Stand a chance if you go down in Chinatown. Man, you don't stand a chance if you go down in Chinatown.
Okay, so now now I know. This is, well, for me, Thin Lizzy is basically, I don't know, it's like one of the best bands of the 70s in that genre. Like, I would compare it like a lot with Rainbow, but just like, I guess a little bit. I mean, Rainbow is pretty heavy, like what I've heard, like the marathon I did yesterday was pretty like, wow. But these guys were like, the guitar players are shredding already in the early 80s, and it's a very special band. I mean, they literally sound so modern. They sound like, I can't not make that comparison with Iron Maiden. They sound so close. It's almost like Iron Maiden said, yeah, let's just do what Thin Lizzy does, but let's make it like faster and longer and more extreme. But yeah, it's, what a fantastic band. I'm in love with this band. It's just very everything is just very good. Like the bass playing is amazing. The guitar playing is like, those solos, I've not heard that in other bands from the 70s, you know. that fluidity and that like virtuosity. So, and the whole like it's very like a lot of movement, and I just really love that. I don't know, like I mean, maybe I've heard that with ZZ Top, which are also not metal. They're like Texas, like literally they call it like I think Texas rock, because they're from Texas. But it's just like, what a great band, man. Thank you, Nick. Thank you for sitting me down and taking me through this experience. This is amazing. I mean, they're just like, I'm just in awe, you know. That's all I can say. Really cool. Thank you. Really, I appreciate this. Because when I saw like Thin Lizzy Marathon, I was like, well, I guess I've heard like everything that there is, you know, and I was wrong. So I'm really thankful for that. That you, I mean, took me through all their stages, you know, at least one song, but now I can, you know, creep my way in there. And of course, I'm gonna play all this to Alexia, and then we can like, we still do requests or take, you know, we can still. I'm sure there's still other stuff by Thin Lizzy that's worth listening to, but this was great. This was just, every song was amazing. Every song had something different to offer. It was never repetitive at all, ever. Every song felt completely original from the other. So they were clearly very good composers, or they are. I don't even know if they're still around, but if they are, man, I would love to see that, you know, live. But thank you for, you know, being here with me, for going through this marathon with me. I really appreciate it. You know, like, comment below what you think. Were you into Thin Lizzy? Do you like them? I'm sure you are. I mean, who doesn't like this music? But I mean, just like, was this your, you know, one of your top bands at the time? Because I mean, we have a lot of people that listen to prog. This is obviously more straightforward rock, like rock, and I call it like hard rock. It's not heavy metal. It's hard rock. But I mean, it opens the door to do something heavier, which is cool. But I like this very much. I wouldn't mind if you hand me like a CD of Thin Lizzy and maybe a CD of I don't know, like a death metal band. I would definitely go with this, because it's just so much more rich, and it has this, I don't know, it's very quality music. So thank you guys for being here. Please, like I said, comment in the section below if you want to request one of these marathons. Go ahead. I'll find the time somehow, and I'm so happy we did this, and thank you. And I can't say, I'm literally speechless. I can't say anything more about Thin Lizzy. They're just amazing. That's all I can say. So Nick, I appreciate you and all of you that are watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.